Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing an easy DIY hoop wreath tutorial. I love making these wreaths. I've made them for fall, for Halloween, for Christmas, and today I'm going to be making one for my daughter's room. I'm using a combination of florals that I found at Michael's. The only thing I did was I took the actual flowers and greenery, I took it apart. The flowers just pop off super simply, and then the greenery you just pull right out, and then you can create several stems from one big bunch. So I'm gonna put this together and I'm gonna show you exactly how it's done. It is so simple and is so beautiful.
For this wreath, you're going to need an embroidery hoop, and I always find mine at Michael's. They come in wood, silver, gold. I found this beautiful large brassy gold one. I'm going to be using this one for today's wreath. And then you're going to need florals, and for this I like to use a filler floral, which are these beautiful baby's breath. Also some flowers of your choice depending on the colors you want to use. I'm using a combination of pinks and off-whites. And then you're going to need some greenery, and the three together will create a beautiful full looking wreath. And for this particular style wreath, you usually stay within the bottom half section of the wreath just to kind of create more of that minimalistic look. And you can then tilt it either left or right depending on where you're putting it. So for this particular wreath, you're going to see me work in the bottom left section to create something there. And I always place parchment paper underneath my wreath because I'm going to be using a hot glue gun to secure the flowers and greenery to the wreath. You could also use floral wire, but I personally just find good old hot glue does the trick, and my wreaths last so long. And then I'm just gonna start placing my flowers, and I always start with a piece of greenery, almost like my starting point, and then I just start building on from there. And you can create a pattern before you sit down to create the wreath, but this is what I love about this particular style of wreath. It's so organic. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just whatever looks beautiful to you. I do have all of the florals I'm going to be using in that basket, so I kind of have an idea of the colors I'm using, of course, but in terms of the actual pattern, I just start building off of each piece that I put down, if that makes sense. So I'm going ahead and I'm just hot gluing each flower right to the wreath, and then I start kind of filling in any spots that I see need a little bit more bulking, and then I just keep going from there, making sure that I'm staying on that parchment paper in that shape that I have pre-designed on the wreath. Once I create a little bunch of florals, I like to go in with greenery just to make sure that I'm keeping the wreath balanced. As I start building the wreath out, I start to add hot glue to the sides of the florals just to make sure that they have really good secure hold. So once I'm done with the flowers, I like to go in with more greenery, and I like to do this from behind the wreath. I feel like it just kind of peeks out and looks a little bit softer. So I'm just going in now and adding greenery here and there wherever I think it needs a little pop. And then I go in with my filler piece, and for this particular wreath, I'm using this beautiful dried, I think they're baby's breath. They're gorgeous. They're like a blush pink. I found them in the fall section of Michael's, and I'm just going in and adding them wherever I see any like gaps or wherever I think it needs a little bit more bulk. And then once I'm done my wreath, I always turn it over and add a little bit of hot glue to the back of the wreath just to make sure I'm securing anything that could be loose. You could absolutely go ahead and add some nice felt here if you wanted to. And then here is the finished product. I absolutely love this wreath. I think it turned out beautiful and I can't wait to share my daughter's room reveal. This wreath is going to be kind of the highlight of the room, and it's so simple to make. I hope this inspired you today to make a beautiful wreath. All you need are flowers, greenery, filler, and a hoop, and you've got yourself the most gorgeous wreath ever. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful you spent this time with me, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.